Sup, Devils? J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. First, we got one quick order question from Dennis Jordan. Battle of the Bands. One question for the show is this: do you prefer Profanatica or Incantation? As a whole, for me, definitely Incantation. But pretty much everything after Blasphemy for Incantation, the album Blasphemy, that's like I kind of like stop paying attention. I'll listen to every album, and they'll have a song here and there that I'll like. So, but if you take like Profanatica, Profanantis album, I like that album more than all Incantation post Blasphemy. But as a whole, Incan and albums like Onward to Golgotha and stuff, I definitely like that more than anything Profanatica is fucking put out. So now that knocked that out, next video lines 3 weeks ago, yet a fucking again. 20 years later, the canoe's saying the dog is stupid for not liking Grand Declaration of War. Yeah, it's fucking. That tells me for sure if you come over here swinging that anything I say about Grand Declaration of War negativity, it tells me you're definitely young. Now, if you like it, it doesn't always magically tell me that you're young. Maybe somebody back in the fucking day liked it and still does, and that's fine. But I guarantee you, they wouldn't be coming in here saying something stupid. They'd be like, "Oh, I understand where he's coming from. I mean, everybody hated that record when it came out, and it was, it was different." But when they're like, "What the fuck is he talking about? That album's great. This guy is fucking better than Cannibal Corpse," and just stupid shit. It's like, dude, it tells me you're 15 years old. You weren't alive when it came out, or you're sucking on your thumb when it came out at best. That's what that tells me. First question at the bottom from the fuck shoppy. I think that's how you pronounce his user ID. It's with the X's and shit, but he comments all the time. Is Mayhem the most overrated black metal band? Question mark. Pretty good question. Who would be considered the most overrated black metal band? Um, that's a little hard to say because with Mayhem, because to me, De Mysterious Dom Satanas is one of the greatest black metal albums of all time. I love that goddamn record. Now, I definitely listen to stuff with Dead more. Like I listen to Live in Leipzig and probably Dawn of the Black Hearts more than anything, but also Live in Zeitz, Live in Joysam, those ones. Any of the stuff with Dead singing, the demo, which there was just two songs, Freezing Moon and Carnage. That's my favorite stuff. But as a full length, but even with Attila singing, I did like his vocals, very spooky and didn't sound like anybody to date, at least at that time. There's stuff that's come along that's similar, like Inquisition and shit like that. By the time, nobody. And nonetheless, I think like one of my favorite black metal songs easily. If someone would say, "What's your favorite black metal song of all time?" I mean, I would put some thought into it, but it's definitely up there. Is "Freezing Moon," no doubt about it. So, are they the most overrated? When I take that shit in consideration, maybe as a whole, I could agree with that because they're obviously very popular, and majority of their catalog sucks dick in my opinion. Because honestly, to me, I didn't even like Wolf Slayer Abyss. Now, granted, I haven't gone back and listened to it since I think the last time I heard it was 2000 or something. I just remember Maniac sounded like a goddamn three-wheel car. Um, and then yeah, went back and listened. One of the later ones was the Damon album. Whatever I said, the people I remember being pretty decent. I didn't pick it up, but I was like, oh, this is way better than I thought it would be. The people said it's good. Yeah, I mean, because even bands like if you're the Damien Borgers and stuff like that, I like more albums by Damien Borger than I do Mayhem. Now, don't be wrong, I like De Mysterious, Dom Satanas more than every Damien Borger album that I do like. When you're taking one versus the other, tit for tat. But as a whole, I like more releases by Damien Borger. Hell, I like more releases by Cradle of Filth. I like more releases by Old Man's Child than I do Mayhem. So, yeah, I could kind of say that, yeah, maybe Mayhem is the most overrated black metal band of all time, just because it's like they have very limited amount of good shit. Hell, even their first demo, Pure Fucking Armageddon, just chuck that in the trash. I don't even know why they even keep fucking repressing that. That has got to be the worst sounding fucking demo in history. You literally can't even hear the vocals. It sounds so fucking bad. Like, not like, it sounds like shit. Can't even understand what he's saying. The pussy's coming in for death metal shit. It's like, no, you literally can't hear them. It's so fucking bad. Is this an instrumental? I think there's supposed to be vocals. Says there is. So that's garbage. Death Crush is good, but it's overrated. It's not even a goddamn full length, but pretty much advertised and sold as a goddamn full length. Title track Death Crush is phenomenal. I would say that's one of the greatest black metal songs ever written as well. Chainsaw Guts fuck as well. After that, it's kind of like just chop this down to a 7-inch. The rest you kind of the fuck. It's unnecessary. The intro, the outro, it's like so you don't even get much bang for your buck on Death Crush. You got Dave Mysterious, and you better be a guy in live in Leipzig because that's official. The rest, you better like bootlegs, which I do. To get the other stuff, the other good shit is all bootlegs. Now, granted, Peaceville and shit like that because they caught on. Oh, let's put this stuff out officially. People like it, you know what I mean? Because Live Enjoy Some and Live and Zeitz, those were originally bootleg LPs years ago, way before those fucking canoes picked it up and did it officially. Which, I mean, good business decision. I'm not going to knock them for that. But I'm saying people only know about those now. Like, especially the anti-bootleg guys. Those came out years ago. Maybe in the 90s, I want to. Well, maybe 2000s. Before my time, before Hell's. I know that. I bought mine on eBay. So I've had those for fucking years. I'm like, these are great. And that's why they picked them up and put them out officially because, oh, more recordings were dead. Yeah, it's just the same songs rehashed, but it's like, that's the only fucking recordings that are out there, right? So prior to even Peaceville putting those out officially, you didn't have much good catalog shit from Mayhem that was official. Again, unless you like Grand Declaration of War and all that shit, which, what is there, Chimera and shit? There's no way that's good. Um, don't know if I officially, is that the one where you open up the gatefold LP, the at least original pressings? I remember when it came out, and fucking Hellhammer's got a do-rag, looks like he's straight out of the fucking hood. He may as well have the goddamn gold fucking bling bling fucking money sign necklace on it. I saw that. I'm like, dude, there's no way this is fucking good. I was like, it's post Grand Declaration, and with a photo like that, I don't even fucking want to like it. So yeah, majority of Mayhem's catalog is dog shit and a half. And I'll even go as far as even fucking saying this. Like later Dame Uborgers and stuff, which I'm not even familiar with. The last one I heard was the Death Cult Armageddon in the early 2000s. I remember like, it's starting to sound way too polished and triggered all hell. I mean, maybe I go back and listen and love it, but I remember just not liking it when it came out. I've never listened to anything post that. Nothing. But I would make a fairly educated guess that if I was to go listen to those, I probably would like those more than the crappy Mayhem albums. That would be an educated guess. Don't know for sure, but that would be, if I was betting, I'm like, oh, give me the Dame Orders. I bet that's better. Now, I understand, and again, like I listened to that Damon album, and I thought it was pretty good. Maybe there's one after that. From what I understand, Mayhem's in the last 2, 3 albums or whatever has dramatically fucking cleaned up their act. So maybe those ones are better than the Dame's, but it's like still backpedaling like goddamn Slayer and all these other guys. Fuck when they put out their complete try to sell out fucking album. Whoa, that didn't work out. We got crucified for that. Let's go back to what we were doing. Again, just more posers doing it strictly for a paycheck. But we've already been over that. Slipknot fan number one. The order questions are so boring. And Slipknot's not. Barbarian Blood, question marks. Yo, Dog Throne. I just got a YouTube warning for my last comment. It wasn't even vulgar. What the fuck is going on? Question marks. Got nothing to do with me, Broton. I don't control the comments. I don't know. Whatever. I'm assuming YouTube's ran by a bunch of pussies. That's my most educated guess. But sometimes I see comments in mine. I'm like, what the fuck is this even about? Like stupid shit. Um, I just ignore it in case you guys haven't noticed. The only stuff I'll respond to is question marks that are somewhat valid. You know what I mean? Metal related or topics that I know of. But like when there's the one person like I'm taking a shit and stuff like that. What do you think of Jade? Like, when should I? What time do I take a dump? Like, why would I even respond to that? This is fucking dumb. So is Slipknot fan number one's back? He's got some question marks. He actually might have a legitimate question. iDog question marks. Who? I don't know what he puts. Who question mark? Who would you say were the key figures in your life that were instrumental in developing your unique sense of logic and character? Question marks. That's a decent question. And I don't think it's ever been asked. Um, I mean, I guess for little things like maybe like religious beliefs and stuff like that, I would say like Glenn Benton, King Diamond, because I've already was always kind of questioning the religion as is, and then they kind of through their music and through their art, it kind of definitely paved the way for what I agreed with and make the most sense. But I mean, I've came up to the conclusion a long fucking time ago that I don't really accept the opinions of people, and for the most part, I don't ask them. And there's people like little things especially talking about music or little things. If it's something I know, person likes similar stuff that I do, and if I, hey, how's this band talking about that? It's a casual conversation. But things that I decide to do or want, I don't really. I try to make up my own mind. I'll see what the facts are, not opinion, and I go there what seems the most right and logical to me, and I try not to be influenced by outsider shit, and that's just kind of where it is. And yeah, I definitely look at things differently than most. Um, I just try to follow my own path and not let. I try not to take outside influences from that, but in the very younger years and shit, there definitely have been, I'm sure. So here we go. Goddamn phone was fucking up. Uh, J Jones 65023. Hey dog, you never answered my question for like the fifth time. Damn it! I ordered the Invitago CD. Is it Invitago or Impetigo? Recently, and I know you saw that anyways. I'm going to see Venom and Exhumed soon. Venom and Exhumed are playing together. I hope it's good in San Francisco. What is the best way to find good shows? But this guy's back. How would I know how to find shows, Rob, in your town? I mean, I seriously hope that's just, I guess, what they call a troll question. I'm like, how would I know? Like, I don't know, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Jordan Sally, question: have you listened to the thrash band Bonded by Blood? Their first album is a banger. I have not, because when that stuff was kind of coming out, I think maybe Bonded by Blood was a little bit later. It was in that cheeseball thrash, like Avenger of Blood and Merciless Death, when they didn't even know fucking Dark Angel had a song Merciless Death. Oh, we didn't even know, but you're playing that kind of music. Like, what the fuck? I just put it in that with it. Remember in the early 2000s, everybody's trying to wear a denim jacket, and they're purposely wearing those white high tops, which were never fucking cool. It was just kind of the fashion that's all that was around. Um, yeah, I'm just like, this is just a little bit too fucking cheesy for me. I mean, the main band that I loved that came out there a few years before all of them was Toxic Holocaust. And then there's a few others that came, like Witch Trap came a little bit long, but that was like the more violent, like satanic, like, you know what I mean? The nittier, grittier, fucking darker thrash. Again, years and years later, well, it was actually when Toxic Holocaust did the split 12-inch with Municipal Waste. That's when I first officially listened to Municipal Waste. Kind of in the camp with Bonded by Blood. I never listened because I just figured it was going to be cheeseball fucking party thrash, which it pretty much is. But when I listened to it, because I bought the split 12-inch because Toxic's on it, I was like, well, fuck it. I may as well flip it over, right? And I was like, I actually enjoyed them. That was actually pretty good. And then so I went and it did pick up a couple CDs by Municipal Waste. And yeah, I mean, I can see why some people hate them. They're pizza thrash, they're party thrash. Yeah, it is. But I mean, I thought it was just catchy, kind of like Anthrax SOD type shit. I mean, that was enjoyable. But do I want 1,000 bands like that too? No. And in general, that's why when people don't like that stuff. I definitely understand because most of it is kind of just cringe and cheesy and I want to hear something like Blood Feast, Kill for Pleasure, Morbid Saints, fucking stuff like that, Sacrifice, Torment, and Fire. That's kind of like the thrash for Witch Trap, Sorceress Bitch, which is fucking phenomenal. Evil Never Dies, things like that when it comes to thrash. But every now and then, I like the first three Anthrax albums and the Municipal Waste. I thought they were pretty damn catchy. But for the most part, for that subgenre of thrash, subgenre of a subgenre, um, I don't like a whole lot from that. But I think a little bit. Johnny Brutal Riff. Google taking advantage of the old dog, putting ads on his older videos and isn't even getting money for it. Fuck that shit, man. Well, because I was monetizing him because he has that option when you post your videos, upload, just says monetize or not monetize. I put on. Now I just put off because, yeah, and I have a base amount that's collected up that it says I have a balance owed to me, but they keep denying the bank account. And it's not because of anything like, offensive material or any outside the rules. It just says the account number when it go through. It's not even through YouTube, actually. It's called Google AdSense. I tried my checking. I tried my savings. I even tried Lindsay's. Went to the bank, asked. Shouldn't be found. Routing number's correct. Everything's correct. And there's not even like all this info. You just put your first and last name. You put your routing number. You put your account number. That's it. That's literally it. Yeah, and you hit submit. And then it says 3 to 5 business days. You'll get between 1 cent to 25 cents deposit it in your accounts, confirm the amounts. When you'll get an email how much it was, and confirm what that amount was. Hit submit, and then you're approved because it's basically checking your identity. That part, when I've always hit submit for the bank account, they can say, yeah, your submission's been submitted, and then wait 3 to 5 days, business days, and get that for your deposit, and then 3 to 5 days later, it shows, yeah, could not deposit. It gives the list of reasons. Every reason's like, maybe you incorrectly typed the number, all this bullshit that what are not the reasons. Ask your bank, did that. Um, so I stopped monetizing. I'm like, well, I'm not, there's no, I was like, I've tried everything I could do. Um, and people like, a couple people sent me, which I'm always for. People help me look like, what about the check option, J Dog? Get mailed a check. And even Craig said that to me. Said there was an option when I did that. I'm like, please show me the check option. I was like, on the Google AdSense, it's literally link a bank account, and that is it. It says, and I searched up, down, left, right, side, and side, and I did not see no check option. But yeah, if it's just put your address, we'll mail you a check. Hell's bells, yes. I'll fucking take you up on that goddamn offer. Direct deposit be preferred, but fuck, I can take the 10-minute inconvenience and run up to the bank and cash a goddamn check. Better than nothing, right? Comments on the mayhem stuff, but let's see a lot of grand declaration shit in here. Andrew Gabriel, speaking of black metal, who is your favorite drummer within the genre? Mine is Hellhammer from Mayhem and Arcturus. Uh, favorite Mayhem drummer. God damn, getting a little sweaty in here, god damn it. Turn that goddamn man, I'm fucking sweating, getting thirsty. I really like the shit, was it Frederick from Marduk? Saw the blast and shit. Kind of like Posty. Did he come on the same album as Legion? Like the fourth album on Panzer Division Marduk? Not Panzer. When Legion on the band, somebody with like Heaven Shall Burn, Nightwing, Panzer Division. He's on all, and then he's on pretty much all the albums with Legion. He's on, right? Like I don't think he's pre, but I really like that stuff. I mean, I don't think he kind of sounds like a lot of the old Blast and other black metal guys, but that's part of what I liked about Marduk. Um, is that it was ferociously blasting, but the goddamn songs didn't sound the same. But yeah, and I met the guy, so it was kind of like nostalgia value for there. When I met him, got my photo with him, had him sign my only shit. So, but I met Hellhammer too, got my photo with him. Uh, he was not intimidating looking. Let's just say that. Distributive call points, J Dog. What's your view on the Aussie band Eschathon and their new album Horacle? Question mark. Did you sign them or was that a Chase and Eric tag team effort? I think that was just a Chase fucking solo effort. Again, kind of knowing a lot of the guys from Australia, kind of just say, yeah, we've worked with a lot of other bands that they've been on, put it out. I thought it was okay. It was just kind of like standard death metal. But yeah, no, that was a Chasey boy. Black Ram, yo J Dog. How do you feel about Voivod doing the Batman theme? Don't know it. Again, Voivod I never fucking cared for. First two albums are unique and respectable metal, but to me it was one ear out the other. What's the Batman shit they did? I'm unaware of that. Jeff Lawson, question marks, J Dog. Heard you rave about Supernatural Addiction on a few occasions. Sure have. It's my favorite Deceased too. First CD I ever bought with my first paycheck back in '01. I remember I bought the Supernatural Addiction the day it came out. I called up Relapse. I'd always order by phone. And I remember the guy on the phone just said, "Oh yeah, dude, it's their best album yet." That's what he said. I bought it and got it in like 2 days or so. Always shipped from PA, and we lived in Ohio. You always get your orders either the next day or the day after. Free shipping too. So that was back in the day when Relapse was the shit. Shit, you always got their comps back then, free stickers. That's kind of we took a page out of that book. You know what I mean? From them to do our bits because as kids we always loved getting that shit. You got your pack. And, oh man, did you get an Incantation sticker, a Mortician sticker? Good old goddamn days. What's your favorite tune off it? Mine is A Very Familiar Stranger. It's funny you say that. I'm pretty sure that is my favorite. Either that or Premonition, but yeah, probably A Very Familiar Stranger. Great story and also great story and a solo as good as anything in metal. It's up there, brah. It definitely destroys 90% of the shit that has been trendy since that's out and has become trendy. Like, I mean, come on, let's call it like it is. To see Supernatural Addiction versus anything Ghost has put out. And I'm saying that unbiasedly. I like a couple Ghost songs. I think the song Ritual and shit's good. I like definitely a handful of tracks off their second album. After that, I thought it was pretty much for the garbage can. But even that, I mean, come on. You're telling me that is better? I mean, we know how big Ghost is. That's better than Deceased? I mean, to me, it's not even a fucking contest. And forget, I'm not even saying that biasly because how big they've blown up. If you would have handed me Ghost, the first album when it came out, I remember when it did because it was already selling very well, but they were nowhere near as popular as they are now. Not even close. They weren't being played in my gym and shit like they are now. Literally, Ghost comes out, and it's not a metal gym by any means. Like, it'll be fucking Britney Spears next. I mean, it's just random shit right in the radio. Hear Ghost all the time in my gym when I'm walking in. But if you would have handed me that first album, the standout song to me is Ritual. The rest is kind of like, take it or leave it. And Supernatural Addiction, I'm like, this isn't even a contest. So I'm not even saying that just because they're popular, I want to hate on, because that's a lot of people do that just for that reason. That's just stupid, dude. That's kind of poser shit in general. You're just trying to, what's cabal, what's tough, what makes me underground, what makes me look cool, what makes me a rebel. No, I'm talking about actual, what do you actually fuck, what do the eardrums actually enjoy? I'd be like, this is not even a contest. This Deceased destroys this. So yeah, but that's the way it's always gone, right? Trends are going trends, and it is what it is, right? Comes with church, you know what to do, but the God bots get in the morning later, goddammit.